Right now, official measurements in southern Spain are hitting 46 degrees Celsius. Off the UK coast, sea temperatures are surging 5 degrees above normal, and in the United States, forecasters are tracking a slow-moving tropical depression threatening to dump massive amounts of water over the Gulf Coast. Before we map out exactly where these regional threats are heading next, make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily global weather updates. Normally, weather systems are highly localized and constantly moving, but right now, massive, stagnant atmospheric patterns are locking dangerous conditions into place across the Northern Hemisphere. The true danger lies in the refusal of these systems to move. A single afternoon storm or a typical hot day is turning into a prolonged regional crisis. In Europe, the western half of the continent is currently gripped by an exceptional and prolonged heat episode. This animated map shows the mechanics of the heat dome pattern. A strong area of high atmospheric pressure is parked directly over the continent, drawing in dry air from North Africa and trapping it underneath a stagnant dome-like boundary. Underneath that boundary, Spain is recording extreme measurements reaching 46 degrees Celsius, while France has placed several departments under top-level red alerts as temperatures break 40 degrees. These stagnant conditions create a destructive chain reaction. Air quality rapidly worsens as pollutants build up, and dry vegetation leads to an immediate, escalating wildfire danger in the Mediterranean. While the continent bakes, the waters around the United Kingdom and Northwest Europe are experiencing a severe marine heat wave. Localized readings are 4 to 5 degrees Celsius above normal, threatening local kelp habitats and shifting marine fish populations. These unusually warm waters in both the UK and the Mediterranean act as a thermal battery. They lock the heat dome into place and keep even the overnight air temperatures dangerously elevated. Moving to South and Southeast Asia, widespread monsoon flooding continues to swamp communities across Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. To understand why these storms are hitting so hard, this simplified animation shows a core principle of atmospheric thermodynamics. A warmer atmosphere is capable of holding a significantly higher density of moisture, which it eventually releases as an intense deluge. We are seeing the results of that increased moisture capacity in India's sub-Himalayan belt right now. Heavy rain is falling on saturated ground, triggering critical landslide hazards for flood-prone hill communities. Panning over to the African continent, the extreme weather presents a sharply divided picture. Along West Africa's Gulf of Guinea coast, above-average rainfall is keeping the flood risk high. Meanwhile, Central and Southern Africa are struggling with abnormal heat and a deepening drought after months of below-normal rain. Whether it manifests as a catastrophic deluge or a crippling drought, the root cause remains the same: hypercharged, stagnant atmospheric systems refusing to break. In the United States, attention is turning to a developing tropical depression drifting north through the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Its sluggish forward speed is the primary concern, guaranteeing a prolonged period of heavy rain and coastal flooding from the Florida Panhandle through Louisiana. The U.S. is already dealing with severe inland water damage, with ongoing cleanup efforts following destructive flash flooding around the New York tri-state area. Inland, a dangerous heat risk is building across the Great Plains and the Mississippi Valley, with heat index values expected to climb past 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The United States currently encapsulates the global weather crisis, a split geography simultaneously battling stalling catastrophic water and expanding domes of heat. Moving to the Southern Hemisphere reveals the opposite end of the global weather spectrum. South America is experiencing a highly typical, uneventful winter, with standard chilly conditions in Buenos Aires and crisp, clear afternoons in Santiago. Australia is equally quiet, reporting no major storms or heat events, with temperatures trending right at the seasonal average. These northern extremes haven't spread south of the tropics. This week's anomalies remain tied specifically to the summer atmospheric patterns currently locking up the Northern Hemisphere. The combination of unusually warm ocean surface temperatures and stagnant atmospheric blocking means these extreme heat waves and supercharged monsoons are locked in place for the foreseeable future. If you live along the U.S. Gulf Coast, you must actively monitor local track updates for that slow-moving storm. In Europe, heed local red alerts as the high pressure holds steady. With high-pressure domes and sluggish storms refusing to move, the forecast has effectively transitioned into a long-term monitoring of stationary environmental hazards.